Basically just falling down the GTR rabbit hole. I've had this car for all of 1 week. Here we are pulling the motor. So well, we're definitely diving into this build much sooner than we planned, but here we guys are. What? Well, here we are. Just like I promised you guys, the next episode, we're diving in and we're ripping out this RB. So, you guys know the deal. Unfortunately, man, long story short, I really never even got into like the backstory of how I got this car, because it really is, man, I've just been so like a sidetrack now with the whole issue that we've got. But I will have to make like a little breakdown of this car, because I mean, guys, the story behind this thing is actually pretty gnarly. But now we're starting to get a little bit of bad luck with this thing, unfortunately. Hopefully things start turning around, because well, first off, I got the car, all-wheel drive wasn't working, hike assist isn't working, found a couple little things in the body that I wasn't too excited about, so we have to address those. The paint is more creamy than white, so I gotta address that. And now, to I guess tie it all together, our beloved RB26 is in need of a rebuild. So we took it for a quick spin around the block the other day, well today actually, technically, same day, and found out that we were making no boost. So first I'm thinking, all right, gotta be the turbo's blown. This front turbo spins very freely, seems like it's all good. The rear turbos apparently are known to go, I mean, these turbos in general are pretty weak from the factory, so they're just prone for failure. But we went and rented a compression tester, did a test, and it turns out that 2 out of the 6 cylinders were low on compression. So unfortunately, my pockets don't really agree and are a little upset, because I'm not really too sure how I'm gonna make this happen. But I guess we gotta just start going on and move along with the process. So gonna start ripping the front end apart, because, well, we're gonna probably paint this thing eventually as well before the whole thing is running again. So yeah, we're gonna start the whole paint prep process and just removal of panels and fenders. Already got a room in the house dedicated for a GTR now, so man. But all right guys, I'm just gonna go ahead and dive in, man. We're gonna start removing the front end, the headlights, front bumper, get that stuff out the way, and hopefully we'll be getting this thing out here sooner than later. Obviously it's the room, and we're gonna have to get the engine hoist here, and it's just gonna be a mission. But let's just take it one step at a time and get it done. So let's get to it. Yeah, so clearly making some progress, guys, jamming this out. So let me bring you guys up to speed. What's going on here? Basically just falling down the GTR rabbit hole. I've had this car for all of 1 week. Here we are pulling the motor. So, oh man, you know, dang. But dude, I've been thinking about it. Yes, this sucks. I really was looking forward to just driving this thing and buying something that I was really just gonna drive, literally. And of course now here we are about to pull this thing, rebuild it, possibly build it, forge bottom end. Do I want to do that? I don't know. It's just, man, I just see dollar signs right here, dollar signs. So if you guys want to go ahead and help support the channel, it really helps support the builds and be able to, I guess, let me get this thing done sooner so you guys can enjoy it with me and we can make some really awesome content, enjoying this thing, just having a blast, taking it to the track, some autocross, drag racing, street stuff, and just a lot of fun. So I can't wait to share all that with you. I'm really looking forward to doing that because it's been a while and I think we need to go ahead and start connecting more. You know what I mean? I miss you guys and I feel like I've fallen away from the typical stuff, you know? Enough talking. Let's go ahead and get this RB out. Let me bring you guys up to speed like I was saying. Sorry, I'm getting sidetracked. Axles are out, so front axles have been removed, leaving the transmission in the car. So I've just unbolted everything from the bell housing. A little tricky to get the top two, but you can do it. Front prop shaft has been disconnected. Obviously radiator, all of your accessories. I took the intake manifold off just because it's a whole lot easier for space and to see how things are going. Obviously, this is my first ever RB26 GTR pull. RB26 pull in general, and everything being all-wheel drive makes it a little bit more, I guess, involved. But I got my hoist here. Obviously, we're at home. Very small, tight space, but somehow gonna manage to pull this thing. I have it all hooked up. If you guys have any questions or comments, obviously let them be heard down below, and I'll get back to you. But I think, yeah, straightforward, guys. Just basic stuff, you know, wiring harness, fuel lines, heater hoses, you know, that kind of stuff. So let's go ahead. I've obviously hooked it up. I did remove one of the motor mounts completely. That way I might be able to have a little bit of a better chance of getting this out. I'm watching some Motive DVD. Well, actually, it's Motive video now. No more DVDs, right? That's so 2005. But here's my GTR, man, and we're about to pull this motor. So let's get to it. Okay, transmission has basically broke apart, so that's good. Not like in pieces, but you know what I mean. I do have a prop under there, so hopefully I should catch it. So one of the axles didn't come out completely, it kind of split in half because the boot was torn, so I think that's what's holding me up on the driver's side. I'm gonna try and pull it over this way. We can clear it. It's like a long shot. Here we are. Got some explaining to do. Probably one of my favorite parts about this car right here is this cluster. This thing's worth more than like half the cars I've bought are worth, so. Also, just want to give a huge shout out to Peter. Peter heard about my shift not being stolen, and man, this guy actually sent me $100 so I could go ahead and grab a new one. So thanks, man, I really appreciate it. I went with the Nismo knob. It's the black aluminum. I think it looks pretty good. It comes with a finisher. Now I just need a new shift boot and handbrake. So, and boot. This is just a stock one I had laying around, so that's what I would have been using. So thank you to Peter, man. That is extremely kind of you, so thanks. So here we are sat in the GTR. And you guys see the engine completely torn down. The next video you guys will be seeing everything about that. Turns out my GoPro died like right as I was about to pull. Like I put the GoPro on the roof. That was unfortunate, but I'll throw some pictures up here of the engine, just kind of, you know, in its form that it was, and obviously pulled the motor alone, no trans. So that was pretty straightforward, honestly. It wasn't too bad. So it's out, and well, you guys can see from the title, yes, at the time this, and I think now even with today's prices, with how high they have really gone, even the price of GTSTs, they have just skyrocketed. So yeah, this was the cheapest GTR. It wasn't even in the country. It was the cheapest one I could find online in Japan. So here we are, and we're gonna go ahead and, like the title says, we're gonna go ahead and restore this thing. Well, rebuild it and eventually restore it. Won't be able to fully restore this thing at the moment just because well, because of what you guys are about to find out in the next video, and definitely were some surprises uncovered with taking the engine apart. So you guys are going to find that out very, very soon. This weekend, you guys will know. So stay tuned to the channel. But wow, yeah, this thing has been hiding some secrets. But you know, like I said, I think it's going to be a cool series. So hopefully you guys are stoked for it. If you are, let me know. But yeah, the cheapest GTR in the country right here. So obviously, I guess it kind of shows with the turbo being blown, and well, and like I said, I imported this car myself. I will be making a video on how much I exactly paid for everything, not just the car alone, like everything to get this car here in the States legally, and basically what I had to do to accomplish that. So stay tuned. That video will also be coming up probably next week. Let me know if there's anything in specific you guys want to know. That way I can write some notes down, but I have a general idea with a lot of questions you guys have been giving or asking me. So I'll have a pretty good informational video for you guys. So this is the start of a complete rebuild, and it's going to be in stages. You know, it's just going to be one of those things. We'll go about it as I'm able to progress, and I will continue to do my best. You know, any spare money that I will be able to contribute to this build, you know that it's going to go there. But we'll try our best to get it done as soon as possible. But it might take a while, but just stick with me, and I think the end results are going to be something we're all really excited about, especially once we start driving it. So shout out to Peter again for the shift knob. I mean, that's awesome. That's so cool, man. You guys are rad. So appreciate that. Hope you guys are excited for this whole rebuild. And I got this thing for basically GTST money, but I'll tell you more about it in an upcoming video. So thanks for watching, guys. Have a great day. I'll see you in the next one. This weekend we're going to do the whole RB teardown, which you guys see is completely tore down, and there were multiple surprises that we want to talk about. So this is a fun one. It's been a fun one already, and man, we're just getting started. So all right, guys, I'll catch you next one. Peace.